Well, here we are, it's Saturday, and you know what that means. I promised yesterday that I would have this camper done for you tonight. So, I'm not going to mess around. We ain't got a whole lot of time, and there's a lot of work to do. Hit that like, subscribe, and share, follow, all that good stuff. Tell everybody you know. I'll be right back with you. First things first, what we do is I need to measure how big of a piece I'm going to need for the top. First thing I'm going to do is put a top on it, then I'll make the bottom. It'll be easy, nothing to it. I already got a tongue made that I had left over, so I'm going to use it because I'm kind of low on time. So what I do is I lay me out a big old yardstick. I line the end of my camper up here with the end of my yardstick, and I just roll it back. Now I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but you know, I'm a hillbilly. This is how I do stuff. So that measures right at 20.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut my piece 21. Is dead on 6.5 inches. Man, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and make the width 6 3/4. I'm going to have some left over here on the sides that I can trim off and get my corners real good, and I don't want it to be too narrow. So 6 3/4 by, all right. Let me get me a piece of metal and I'll cut that out real quick. I think that'll do it. Now, gently, don't let it move around. Come in here to your spot welder. I'm gonna burn them ones a couple extra seconds because they need to be super strong. All right. Now I got to get rid of this lip. You can see it there. It's on both sides. I got my back cut off. Let's get rid of this lip. Man, I'm liking this view. I'm digging on it. Comment down below, man. Tell me what you think about all this. I really like this new camera mount I've got. Let me know what you think. Put it down in the comments for me. So, I got my side cut off, as you can see. Now I need to just hammer that down a little bit, then I can fix it. Alright, so with your little 90-degree grinders, you can run two different sizes. I think this would be a 2.5 inch right here. And you can get a little bit better paper and stuff when you get the bigger one. I think this right here would be like 1.5 inches or something like this. These are the ones that work best for these little toys because you can get into places. Sometimes you just need a big brute. So, let's clean that up. Now, it is time to break out the sandpaper. This is 600 grit, just any kind of sandpaper will work. But it goes through it pretty quick. You just want to sand down your corners, get it nice and smooth. So now it's time to make a bottom. So actually I'm going to go ahead and do it 14 3/4. You can see it there. I'm measuring the inside of that. So I'm going to do that at 6 1/4. Because I want it to be able to sit in there real nice, and then it should fit in there real nice and tight. Alright. So this is my shear. Got my line here. And what you want to do on this guy, you don't want to line your mark up with this blade, you want to line it up with that blade. Boy, it took me a long time to figure that out. Get it where you want it. Hammer down. Got a nice beautiful piece. I'm going to cut the other end off. Let's measure that out. I made a mistake. I only added a 1/2 inch to my piece instead of 1 inch, so I kept coming up short. New piece of metal is correct. Now, what I like to do before I go doing any cutting, if you can see my lines there, I like to make sure that they will fit in there with plenty of room for my bend, and it looks like that is just absolutely dead on the money, right where I want it to be. It's just a little pan. That's it. That's all you need. We're back here at the table. Let's see how she fits. Oh, would you look at that? Like a glove. My goodness. Goodness. Now all I need to do is just trim that off right there just a little bit. So what I'll do, dang. I'll have to trim that. Here's the door. There we go. Now she sits in there just right. So now what I can do is I'm gonna throw me a couple of pop rivets here in the front. I know that's blasphemy to some of you guys, but you know, that's what I use. I can't get inside of my builds with rolled rivets. There's no way to get inside. The only way to put them together is with screws, JB weld, pop rivets. That's it. Or flip it over like this. And I don't really like that look. I don't like that at all. I like this. That is nice and pretty, clean and smooth. I like that look. So I use pop rivets. I'll sacrifice that to get that on the bottom. So let me get the pop rivets and everything ready, and I'll be right back. This is just a basic pop rivet gun. You can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, Royal King, Walmart, anywhere like that. Just take your little pop rivet. What it does, you pump it up, you put it on there, and you just pull this shaft through that sleeve. And you just pump it 2 or 3 times. And when it pops, it breaks that off. Now then, I'll hold that in there real good for me. Now our back isn't quite as long as we thought. Oh, we got a bottom. Now what I need to do, put the wheels right where I want them. So I'm kindly thinking I want that hubcap, maybe a little bit of the white, maybe a little bit of the tire. I want the tire to be hidden in here and see the hubcap. So I'm going to slide that over there and just kind of line it up by eye. Next step, I'm going to measure from the back up to my line, which is about 7 inches. Let me find my handy dandy marker right there. Well, that's 7 inches. Alright, got all that marked. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to lay my ruler right there. Watch how this Jelson shear goes right over that bend. Look at that. What a perfect cut it makes over that 90-degree bend right there. Alright, we got it taken apart. Now, come in here, like so. Just like that. Let's do that side. There you go. Now, I'm going to clean this up. You can see it'll get you real quick. So let me clean this up real quick, and I'm going to do this other side, and when I come back, I'll put the perch in and we'll cover all this up. Or we'll put the perch in and mount the axle, put the tongue in. We'll be done. Okay. So I got my pieces all bent, got them leveled out. Now what I want to do is make a piece that'll bridge that gap. Actually, what I'm doing, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make a piece that'll go back here, like so. So I've already measured. It needs to be 5 inches wide this way, because I want a little bit of strength right here, because I've cut it. I don't have this ridge, so I want to put a little bit, I want to make it a little bit longer. By 2.5, and I'm going to bend it at 1 3/4. That's how high these are, roughly. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here just like that. Smell them what I'm selling. See the strength built into that. So let me get that lined up real good. Yeah. To the other side. There we go. Now, I need me a lid. Needs to be, yeah, a little bit over 3.5 by 1. I'm gonna make them 5.5 by 1.5. There's our piece. Let's see how it looks. Alright, let's see how what happens here. I think I'm going to have to cut a lip out right there. Something. Oh. Oh man, look at there. Fits in there very, very nicely. What do you think? Let's spot weld that in before something bad happens to it. All right. Yeah. Just enough room for the wheel. We'll sit right there. We do the other side, then we'll put the tongue in. Well, we got it all put together. Yeah, I've not fixed this yet because I need my lines still. Once I get my axle holes drilled, then I can fix all this on the bottom. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah. Man. Alright, enough dicking around. Let's get our axle holes drilled. Remember, I already got them marked. I made this tongue a while back for another project, and it turned out to be too big. But it's just right for what I got going on here. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it with my logo. What do you think? And I'm going to stamp it with something special. Now, I got Hunk-N-Junk in it. I went through and I picked out a couple of my stamps. What it says is large teardrop prototype. LG TDPT. In order. I think that's what I got written up here. Let's see. Large. Can you read that? Hunk-N-Junk, large, teardrop, prototype. Right on. Alright, so we got our tongue all cleaned up, nice and pretty. We got it stamped. I went ahead and cleaned up the bottom of this. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the tongue. So, I make this long, like that. Just in case you were wondering why I had this big old stop stuck out here. So that you can change it from toy to toy and you can adjust it. And you can bend that hitch right there and make it adjust to whatever toy you put it with. That's why I make my trailer hitches long like that. Just in case you were wondering. So. It gets centered up here. Put him in there. There. Alright, so here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting for this for months. Oops, sorry. I can't tell you how excited I am to be finally putting it together permanently. Now, I'm going to set that other end of that axle up here on the corner of my handle. I got just a little bit of that axle sticking out of there. Try to hold it. Put this deal together. Oh man. Oh, can you see that? Oh man. I got my wheels lined up. Oh yeah, they're so perfect. Oh, let me get back and take, oh. Wait a minute. I got one more thing I need to do. Last thing I need to do is mount a hitch. Now, I've already kind of fooled with this a little bit while some metal was cooling and I got it bent to the right shape. This is off of a 59, early 60 Nylant Ford, like a U-Haul pickup truck. So what I'm going to do, it's got a little 1/8 inch hole right there. See that? But I got a great big old hole down here. See? So I'm going to mount it right there like so. So what I'm going to do is, I can't get in behind it. I can't take that off. I don't even want to attempt it. So I drilled me out. Well, try it again. I drilled me out a couple of spacers. So, see if we can get that in there. perfectly. Look at there. I didn't have to alter this car in any way whatsoever except for this and the wiring. As far as drilling any holes, any kind of altering anything, it can be put back 100% original. If somebody found the right axle perch, it's got the original axles, it's got everything on its original except for the grill, the bulbs, and this axle perch wiring. This will come off very, very easily. So, I hate to do this to you guys. You don't know how bad I hate to do this to you. But I can't show it to you. Can't do it. Because there's a video coming up. While you've been watching this, I posted another video. The other video is of the Hunk-N-Junk Builders Group memorial build for my good friend Shannon Hayes. It's called Hayes Days. That's what I've built this toy for. The CorCor and the teardrop is for that build, and these are going to stay in my private collection from here on. This is stuff I'm going to pass down to my kids. I've been looking for this for years and years and years, and I wanted to make me a teardrop camper to go with it, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. I've not seen it together yet. You've watched me build it from start to finish, from paper to finished product. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to clean that thing up, make it real nice and pretty, and I'm going to take some really good pictures. I'm going to add it to the end of the video, the very, very end. If you want to see what this looks like with that teardrop camper, you have to watch the Hunk-N-Junk Builders Group memorial video to my good friend Shannon Hayes. Make sure you watch it. Now, go have fun. Go find old toys, cut them up, screw them up. Come join us. Have a good time. Thank you for watching.